All right, good morning. So basically, you said you had trouble with number 8 and 19 in the homework, or 8 and 13. So I'm going to quickly go through those real quick before the next lesson. So, so let's take a look at number 8. Number 8, when I cross multiply here, I'm going to do 2 times x, which gives me 2x. Then the other way when I cross multiply, consider that negative 9. So it'd be negative 9 times 9. So 2x equals negative 81. Now I can divide by 2. Now, I would accept both answers, negative 81 over 2 or negative 40.5. Okay, those are the two answers I would accept. Now, number 13. I'm going to cross multiply this way first, only because that's the side the variable will land on, and I want it on the left. And I'll do 11 times 9. So when I distribute the 7, 7x minus 14 equals 99. Now, it's a regular equation to solve. Add 14, 7x equals 99 plus 14 is going to be 113. Now, I can divide by 7, and I get x is equal to 113 over 7. I don't mind if you leave your answer like that. It cannot be reduced. Just leave it like that. Or if you feel more comfortable, you can take it down to a decimal and round to the nearest tenth. Okay, so that's 8 and 13. If you need any more help, I'll make some extra problems up. So let's move on to day 2 notes. Okay. These word problems should be pretty straightforward. You just have to make sure, 1, again, you keep the order the same, and 2, you read the entire problem. All right. So, example 1, a recipe that yields 12 buttermilk pancake calls for 2 cups of flour. How much flour is needed to make 30 biscuits, right? Oh, it should be pancakes. So if you think about it, we get 12 pancakes out of 2 cups of flour. So our order is going to be pancakes to flour. Now, if you flip that order, that's all right, but you have to keep both ratios in that order. So 12 pancakes to 2 cups of flour equals 30 pancakes to how many cups of flour? Well, now, when I cross multiply here, 12 times F equals 30 times 2, and 12F equals 60, so F is equal to 5. All right, so it would take 5 cups of flour to make 30 pancakes. Okay, so now example 2. A basketball player made 40 out of 60 free throws. So they told us the total he made to the total shot, right? So if he shoots 80 free throws this year, how many can you predict he will make? Well, I'm going to take 40 he made out of 60 and set that equal to, I don't know how many he made out of 80. So shots made to the shots shot, right? So cross multiply, 60x equals 40 times 80 is 3,200. And when you take that and divide it out, you would get he made approximately 53 shots. Okay. Okay, the ratio of dogs to cats at the local pound is 4 to 7. So remember, dogs to cats. and we're going to write that in fraction form. There are 32 dogs at the local pound. How many cats are there? So we're going to say 4 dogs to 7 cats equals, I know the number of dogs, so that goes in my numerator, equals, I don't know how many cats, that goes in my denominator. Now I can solve this proportion. 4C equals 32 times 7 is 224. Now, when I divide by 4, the number of cats would be equal to 56. Okay. Number 4, a recipe for pumpkin pie requires 3 pounds of pureed pumpkin to make 1 pie. So 3 pounds of pumpkin to make 1 pie. So again, our order is pumpkin, 2 pies. If you have 24 pounds of pumpkin, how many pies can you make? I know you could probably do this in your head, but get practice setting up the proportion. So I have 24 pounds of pumpkins. How many pies can I make? Well, when I cross multiply, 3p equals 24. When I divide by 3, number of pies you can make would equal 8. Okay. Number 5, a 20-foot building, right, casts a 15 or a 12-foot shadow. So the height of the building to the length of the shadow is our ratio. So a 20-foot building casts a 12-foot shadow. How tall is the building? So I don't know the height of the building. That casts an 18-foot shadow. So I'll cross multiply this way. 12b equals 20 times 18, which is 360. And then when I divide by 12, the building is 30 feet high. Okay. All right. Number 6. Preston drove to his new college and then back home. Round trip, he traveled 212 miles. Preston drives a Honda Civic that gets 35 miles for every gallon of gas. If Preston needs to make 12 round trips this year, how much will it cost him in gas, assuming the price is $3.60 a gallon? So if he drives 212 miles in a round trip, right, and he has to make 12 trips, how many total miles does he have to travel? Well, if I do 212 times 12, you would get 2,544 miles is how much he has to travel. Now, if I set up the ratio, when he drives his car, he gets 35 miles to 1 gallon. So we're doing miles to 1 gallons. Now that's going to equal, he has to drive 2,544 miles. How many gallons of gas will that take? Well, when I cross multiply, 35G equals 2,544. And when I divide by 35, the number of gallons needed would be 2544 divided by 35, which would be about 72.7 gallons. Well, if it's $3.60 a gallon, right, to figure out the cost, all I would do is take the $3.60, multiply it by the 72.7 to get $261.67 is about what it would cost. Now this is a higher level problem, but it's a real world problem that you'll have to see on a daily basis when you get older. All right. So what I want you to do is pause the video and attempt to you try problems and then come back and check your answers. So a 380 cubic centimeter sample of titanium has a mass, right, of 1710 grams. Find the weight of a titanium sample that has a volume of 532 cubic centimeters. Write and then solve the problem. So here you have the cubic centimeters to the number of grams. So if we have 380 to 1710, that would equal 532 cubic centimeters to how many grams? I don't know. So now this proportion allows me to cross multiply. Then 532 times 1710 gives you 909,720. And now when I divide that by 380, you should get, it is 2,394 grams. Okay. 2. The Sandburg football team outscored its opponents 5-2 last season. All right. If their opponent scored 38 points, how many points did Sandburg score? So it's Sandburg to the opponent. So 5-2 is equal to their opponent scored 38 points. How many did Sandburg? Don't know. So cross multiply this way. 2 times S is equal to 38 times 5 is 190. And now, if I divide by 2, 190 divided by 2 will give you Sandburg scored 95 points. Number 3, in a certain desert environment, there are a lot of rodents. There also happens to be a lot of snakes that feed on the rodents. The ratio of rodents to, let's just say the rodents eating snakes, right? So we'll say bad guys is 13-3. If there are about 4,000 snakes, remember, the snakes is in the bottom, right? So you have 4,000 snakes. How many rodents are there? We don't know the number of rodents. So 3R equals 4,000 times 13 gives you 52,000. When you divide by 3, you get the number of rodents would be about 17,333.3, but we can't have a partial rodent, so we would just round it to 17,333. Okay. Gary can type 3 pages in 18 minutes, so 3 pages every 18 minutes. How many pages can he type in 33 minutes? So when we look at 33 minutes, that goes in a denominator. And when I cross multiply, how many pages can he, right? It's 18 pages equals 33 times 3 is 99. And when you divide 99 by 18, you would get about 5.5 pages. Okay, so I cross multiplied this way and this way. And number 5, Oscar loves cheeseburgers. He enters a 24-hour cheeseburger eating contest. During the contest, he eats cheeseburgers, 1 cheeseburger every 15 minutes. How many cheeseburgers will he eat during the entire contest? Remember, this is in minutes. So how many minutes are in 24 hours? That's what we have to figure out. Well, if there's 60 minutes in an hour, right, in 24 hours, there's going to be 1,400 440 minutes.